What's going on, YouTube family? It is May 10th, Wednesday, middle of the week. This is Modern Dating Explanations, and we're back with another video. Once again, appreciate you guys for joining me as usual. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are trying to hit 1,000 subs by July 4th, and I need your help. Enough of this intro talk. Let's get it.
Making 150 and the man is making 50. Chris stated that we need to figure out how we're going to live off this 50. Is that what you said?
We gonna be together, right?
We know all that. We trying to figure out these numbers.
I don't know if I'm missing it a little bit.
You make 150.
I make $150,000.
I make 50,000.
You make $50,000.
And
My money is inconsequential to this relationship.
I like that.
You're not thinking about my money.
Lord.
Let me ask you this then.
So I'm going to leave with my 50,000.
You gonna leave with your 50.
So let me ask you this.
We not gonna be destitute or anything, but that 50 gonna have to do some
So
things.
does that include marriage?
And marriage, we only talking about marriage. Boyfriend, girlfriend don't have
I'm glad she
financial
said
benefits.
that though. I'm glad she said that. So in a marriage, if you make 150 and he make 50, we ain't working with 200. We working with 50.
that is
We working
hilarious
with
to me.
50.
Oh,
Yo, this was probably one of the most funniest clips I have seen, but it highlights their brain thoughts so clearly. Most of these women nowadays, this is 100% facts. You can come to the table with 50,000, they can make, like you said, 150. You would think in your mind you've got 200 to play with, but it's really only off of what you got. So goes right on back to that old saying, what's yours is hers and what's hers is hers. And this is so widespread because if you think about it, this is the same chick who, if you want to take her out on a date, guess what? That whole what's yours is hers now comes into play, which means you will pay for the date 100%. Don't even look to her for nothing. But if you were to take it a step further and let's say everything works out well, let's say you get married, everything goes just the way you want, you run into a hiccup, now you got to get a divorce, guess what? Even though you made what you made, and she made what she made in a divorce court, she still want half of what you got. Like, it's 100% set up so they can keep all of their money. If they ever want to pull the plug, they can. They never spent a dime to begin with, and they always got your neck on the hook for everything. It's mind blowing, but this is where we are. Let's check out some of these comments because it's gonna highlight how crazy this mess sounds. We got two great ones right here. So look at this. So she definitely single and saving for cats. Got one on here as we speak. Absolutely, I can see that. And then sole purpose of never using their money is to have sufficient funds to leave you at any given time. So that's basically what I was saying before. If she can always maintain her cash, never spent a dime on you to begin with, much outside of birthdays or Father's Day or whatever the case could be, or even Christmas for that matter, you'll get those three little things throughout the year. But if she can pocket 90% or 95% of her cash the entire relationship, hands down, when she leaves, whenever she wants to say that's that time, she's prepared. She's got money. She probably could mess around and even buy a house coming out of something like that because she's got so much from having to only live off of your income. So it's crazy, but this is where we are nowadays. And even these comments right here, very good, very, very good, actually. So, point here, they would never marry one and making a third of what they make. And that's true. All these women are so hypergamous. If you don't earn in that same bracket, if not more, you ain't gonna get a chance, no way. And then obviously right here, as you can see, and she will say one of the things that brings to the table is she can take care of herself. Exactly. If she's got you convinced that, your money is all they need and don't worry about what she earns, what she brings in, what she saves, what she's, put in her own separate savings account. You know what I mean? They bring the independence as if it's a benefit, and then it's actually a liability once you get into a relationship because you realize that now means you signed up to pay all her bills. Congratulations, you played yourself. Let's check out this next one.
Getting ready. I'm not getting all dolled up to go sip bean juice on Duke. Okay. I can do that alone in my car. Okay. So I'm not going on any coffee dates. That's cheap. And it's an insult to a woman. It's an insult to a woman to be asked on a coffee date. If you're going to ask a woman on a coffee date, then, we know the kind of man you are.
Do not go on that coffee date. Do not go on that boba date. Do not go meet that man for drink.
Like, oh, a coffee date, ice cream date, that's good to me. Like,
Girl.
He offers a coffee date, and at the time I'm like, sends me the place, he sends me the time, and then we meet and we grab coffee. It seemed nice on paper because he like drove a nice car, he had a Porsche, and then he starts talking about how he goes on so many dates. He loves doing coffee dates. Let me start off by saying no woman is a gold digger because they want you to take her out to dinner.
So my first point is coffee dates are just low quality dates, and he's seeing multiple people. That's why he doesn't want to put the financial investment in you. Whereas I, on the other hand, I'm a little bit more selective in who I see. So already when we're talking, I can tell if I'm interested in you to go on an actual date with you. I actually don't drink coffee, tea, or alcohol. I've had a very tough year, and I've learned that I really need to watch my alcohol intake, and I can only drink alcohol when I'm good mentally.
If you want to talk to me, give me your number and I will decide if I want to talk to you. He literally said Waffle House. Me, I'm like, no, I ain't fucking going to Waffle House. The fuck kind of bitch am I? This ain't about money. We could have sat down and have a good time and talked and whatever and get to know each other. But no, he said Waffle House. But me, being the goddess, princess, divine, feminine creature, beautifulness that I am not going to sell myself short.
Well, actually, chef's kiss.
Sensational.
And that's how that video ends. But that's how it's got to be. I guess that's where we are nowadays. You know, I've never been the coffee date to initiate a relationship type of person, but I love coffee. And to keep it a buck, I actually probably should utilize that a little bit more because I know a ton of spots to go to. But you know, as I went through this video, these unfortunately, it always got to be the loudest speaking women who just have the highest expectations. But I honestly see nothing wrong with going to do something minor or something to just get to break the ice. I mean, that's literally what it's about. Is there any reason I need to spend $300 just to be able to break the ice with you? And I may not even like you. So nah, I personally couldn't justify the reason that you would need to only go for dinner and for it to be a minimum of that kind of expense. It just doesn't make sense. The coffee date, honestly, to me sounds far more reasonable because, I mean, we could essentially reverse the ideology and say, well, okay, if you don't want to go on a coffee date with me, then that shows me right there it was just my money you were looking for. You know, if you actually were interested in me and we had a healthy, introduction to each other on whether it's online or we meet in person, whatever. And, we text a little bit, talk on the phone a little bit and decide to want to take it further. I think there's nothing wrong with doing that, but we need to first at least do that to understand if we need to go to the next step, which would be, dinner or something that costs a little bit more, something a little bit more intimate. Now, the girl that popped up and said, the guy obviously offered to go to Waffle House. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but she is definitely not a princess. I don't know why they pump themselves up so high. I mean, I just don't see how or where's this stuff come from, but they really be pushing this whole, IRS or, this such a high valued individual that, you're lucky you even had a chance to speak with and much less have the opportunity to text or even have their contact details. And I just, it's mind blowing. I mean, there literally couldn't be that many valuable women in America. And then we still have the worst divorce rate, probably some of the highest single statistics out of most countries. I mean, how is it they're that valuable? And apparently a lot of us men just can't see it. You know what I mean? And I think honestly, as we said before, it's just a serious case of individualism. A lot of these women think they are inflated in value, and it's going to be the sad reality, but the wall never fails, and it is what it is. So guys, let me know what you think. I mean, is the coffee date issue or, in type of idea for the first instance, is that beneath them? I honestly didn't see anything wrong with it, but I'm interested to see what you would say. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next. Peace.